Hello, this is Justin Ng, Manager for the Portable Equipment team at Innerspec Technologies. And here we have Borja Lopez, CEO of Innerspec Technologies. And today we are going to talk about Volta. So, Borja, can you explain to us about Volta and how it came about, the idea behind Volta?
Well, sure. So you know, the Innerspec developed the first multi-purpose EMAT instrument in 2011, which we call the PowerBox H. And as we were developing this instrument and we're coming up with applications, it was very clear from the beginning that the customers always wanted more. They always came up with their own ideas, their own applications, their own solutions. So when it was time to design the second generation or a new generation of this equipment, it was very clear for us that we wanted to have a multi-purpose, multi-application system. And so the philosophy behind Volta, it was always to have, it's the same as in UT when you buy a flaw detector. You don't buy a flaw detector to inspect well, so you don't buy a flaw detector to do corrosion under support. You got a flaw detector is just a flaw detector, and then what you do, you add sensors and software to make to adapt it to the specific application. So the idea was the same. So we made a Volta as a multi-purpose instrument, and then we had different sensors for different applications. And just to understand that it's just an instrument and it's like equivalent to a flaw detector, you can pretty much run any EMAT solution with this equipment. You can do thickness gauging, you can do shear waves for well inspection, you can do guided waves, pretty much anything that you want to do. And you just what you require or what you need is the instrument itself, the sensor, the specific sensor, and these things which we call tuning modules, which is what we use to match the specific sensor to the instrument itself. So when you want to run an application, you have the instrument, you get the sensor, you buy the tuning module that comes with the sensor, and you're ready to go.
With so many sensors and accessories that comes with Volta, since Volta is a one instrument all EMAT, what's the pricing structure like?
Okay, so the idea behind it was that the instrument itself is priced like a high-end phase array, around depending on the region, but it's around $55,000. And then and then you buy whatever you need for the specific application. So if you want to do guided waves, MRUT, you buy the MRUT kit. If you want to do LRUT, buy the LRUT kit, or thickness gauging. I'm pretty sure that nobody's going to buy it just for thickness gauging, but you could just buy it for thickness gauging or add it as another application to the instrument. So if you, well, we're pretty happy that when you if you take all these pieces separately, the pricing that we have is actually lower than most application-specific instruments. So if you just wanted to buy for LRUT, just the LRUT part of it is probably cheaper. No, it's actually cheaper than the conventional LRUT systems in the market right now with all the rings, etc. But this is not just an LRUT tool. You can also do MRUT, medium range guided waves UT, or you can do weld inspection with bulk waves, with shear waves, or you can do many other applications which we have right now or will be adding in the future.
Awesome. I know for sure that a lot of our customers are actually buying Volta not only for medium range UT, but they actually combine it with medium range UT, shear waves, and long range UT as well.
Yep, exactly.
So I know that we have this NDT Web software that we have employed in Volta. Can you explain a little bit more behind the philosophy with this NDT Web?
Yeah, the NDT Web, it was also designed is a web-based software, which means that the software still resides in the machine, but the access to the software is through just any web browser. And the idea behind it was also that you could access directly from the tablet that comes with the instrument, or you could use a computer. The system, the instrument broadcasts a Wi-Fi. You connect it with the computer, and it's also ready if somebody wants to connect from the outside. They only need to punch the IP of the instrument, and as long as the instrument is connected to the internet, even through the tablet, you can immediately have access to the instrument itself. So we thought it is the 21st century approach to software development, where the actual what the customer sees is a web, and they can access all the instrument and all the capabilities directly from the web.
And also the fact that our entity web is made modular, I guess it's helpful for integrated business as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So the since we took this very ambitious approach, we decided to build the software from the ground up. So we've been in the entity business for over 25 years. We had a lot of experience, a lot of different applications. So we said, well, how can we make one software that would apply to all of them, including our business for integrated systems and our portable equipment? So we took a very, in my opinion, very innovative and fairly radical approach on how all the menus are organized. So, if, for example, on the left hand side, we have what we call the NDT panel, in which you have all the NDT capabilities on the NDT settings of the equipment. On top, we have what we call the environment panel, which allows you to connect to the outside or connect to scanners, connect to lines, to PLCs, etc. We have the system panel on the right side that has access to all the system utilities of the equipment, and then different solutions to make it all modular. So as the software grows and we have more applications, then we can easily add them to the same platform for right now and for years to come.
We know that the Volta itself is designed to be rugged and it's drop tested, and it's very ruggedized. Can you explain a little bit more about the nice backpack beside you?
Sure. So yeah, the Volta is definitely a fairly rugged instrument. It's designed to be in the field. Another great feature of Volta, we've covered, I think we've covered that before, but is that the user interface is detachable. So you can place Volta whatever is most convenient. It doesn't need to be next to you, and then you can still access very easily whatever the instrument is doing, and not just you, but whomever is connected to the Wi-Fi of the instrument. And the backpack itself is like the icing on the cake. We thought it's like, well, after this huge effort coming up with everything is radical, the instrument is radical, this design philosophy is radical, the software is radical. Well, why don't we, having the inspectors in mind and knowing how hard it is to just drag Pelican cases up and down the stairs and up and down scaffoldings and take it into the field and from the truck and in the mud and everything else, we thought, well, why don't we come up with some way of having the instrument being easily carried into the field? So we designed a custom backpack where the Volta fits nicely and securely. And we also have a whole design philosophy around this backpack idea, in which all the sensors and accessories fit in pouches that can also, they fit very nicely into another backpack that can be taken into the field by a second inspector. To summarize, when we started this design, we decided to approach it as a complete solution to the problem. So we went for an instrument that was a multi-purpose, multi-solution instrument, come up with sensors and accessories, and grow them as the new solutions and new applications are available. Software, same thing, modular approach, easy to grow, easy to expand in the future. An ergonomic package that is easy to carry in the field, easy to use, and also an ecosystem that can be reused again and again for different products as we develop them in the future.